Greetings. Now, I've just come back from watching a powerful performance about the deaths at Wood Hill Prison, and it's made me think about two recent stories that have been covered by the mainstream media. The first one is the announcement that the officer who killed Chris Cabba will face criminal charges. This is big. The second is the news, it came out a couple of weeks ago, that corrupt officers found guilty of gross misconduct could face being fired. Now, for me, the challenge we're getting excited over for Chris Cabba's prosecution is that having sat through the inquest of Rashawn Charles' killing, I've witnessed firsthand how a jury can blindly follow the directions of a coroner and exonerate a police officer, and that's despite there being evidence of a crime being committed. I suggest you look up the Milgram experiment. That will help you understand why some people just find it difficult to challenge authority. And then with the second story, the one about misconduct hearings, there's another issue that I'm worried about, and that is that police officers and a large part of the British public just do not believe that racism is a crime. Yeah, I said it, that's what I believe. In fact, that's why I think we hear them using the term woke incorrectly to smear anyone sensitive to social injustice. So that really means that unless the people adjudicating are familiar with the insidious way that Afrophobia works, and that's when I say that it's about racial profiling, violent stop and searches, or adultification, as in the case of Child Q, then it's really unlikely that anyone associated with the criminal justice system will find against officers, especially those corrupt ones who've got friends who are colluding, note swapping, turning their camera off. The current case of Bianca Williams and her family will be a good test, and I pray that I'm wrong. But what I can say is that there is good news, and that is that the police and their political masters right now are currently sensitive and attempting to act proactively on violent crimes against women. Now, perhaps that's because senior officers can emphasize and imagine, well, what if that was my mum, or my wife, or my daughter? And I think that kind of thinking, that kind of thought process is meaning that we're starting to see change. The challenge for us is that we know that the same is not true when it comes to racism. And we have direct evidence of that when we think about what happened in Peckham with the shopkeeper only being questioned under caution after we kicked off in protest about the sister being assaulted. But anyway, right now we need to engage in grassroots citizen journalism and stay focused on those cases where the media attention has died down. And some stories, as far as I'm concerned, are far too important for us to become distracted by foolishness. Peace.